guys, I had already filmed an intro for this video, but my storage decided to be really annoying and delete. So I am back. I thought we could do a cute little vlog where we finish all the books that I am currently reading. I am currently reading 3 books: A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I am listening to the audiobook of Regretting You, and then Ghosted. A Curse So Dark and Lonely is a fantasy book, and it's about this Prince Ren who has been cursed, and he has to basically live his 18th autumn over and over again, and he has to try and make a girl fall in love with him. So every time a girl doesn't fall in love with him in that 3-month period, it resets, he goes back, and he's got to try and break the curse by getting this girl to fall in love with him. He can't like die. He's tried it because it's like the 300th and something time that they've relived this autumn. He's tried everything. He tried to kill the sorceress, he's tried to kill himself, like all of that stuff, and none of it works. He has to get a girl to fall in love with him. And this is actually the autumn that we see in this book is the final opportunity that Ren has to break this curse. And Harper FMC, she is the girl that has to try and fall in love with Ren. She is from the human realms. She is not actually the intended person that Gray, who is Ren's like commanding chief, like head soldier, I guess, she is not the girl that Gray intended to pick up. He was taking this other girl, and because he has to like transport them across the magical worlds, he like not knocks her out, but like knocks her out. And Harper sees this happening and like goes over to stop it, and Gray ends up taking Harper instead. And it follows how they try and break the curse, how they try and save the kingdom that they're living in, and I'm really enjoying it so far, so I'm very excited to finish this. On my Kindle I am reading Ghosted, which is about this famous actor named Johnny and his girlfriend who he was completely in love with when he was younger, called Kennedy. And basically they were together, they had a baby together, but he left to go pursue, well, it's kind of hard to explain, they had a massive fight and he leaves to go pursue his career in acting. They like break up before he even knows that she is pregnant. So he then finds out that she's pregnant, and over the years he tries to come back and he wants to get to know his daughter Maddie. Kennedy says no because Johnny has a drug and alcohol like addiction, and obviously she's very rightly saying, you can't be in my daughter's life if this is how you're going to be, because her dad was an alcoholic and she hated it, and she hated her dad being an alcoholic. Her dad is now like 29 years sober, and like her dad is a big presence in Maddie's life, but she was like, you can't be in Maddie's life unless you sober up. And so that's kind of like the backstory that you see throughout the book. But the current like plot of the book is Johnny is playing Brizo, who is kind of like a Marvel superhero but just in their world, in the fictional world, and he is filming near the town that Kennedy and Maddie live, and basically he gets in an accident. There's like one night he's walking the street, there's loads of paparazzi, this girl and he gets hit by a car, he saves her and he gets hit by the car, and they can't film the Brizo film for a few weeks. He goes and stays in his old little town. He sees Kennedy, and because he's been sober for like a year, he comes back into Maddie's life, and he and Kennedy slowly fall back in love with each other. And I'm really loving this so far. I don't think it's got 5-star potential, but it's definitely got like at least 4-star potential, so I'm really enjoying that. And then the other book I am reading is Regretting You, which I'm trying to read fast because me and my mum want to go watch the film together. This follows Clara and Morgan. Morgan is the mum, Clara is the daughter. One day Morgan's husband and her sister are in a car crash and they die, and kind of secrets about that come out, and it follows Morgan and Clara's life and how they adapt to that, how they recover. It also, you don't have his POV, but you do also follow Jonah, who was Chris's best friend, Jenny's fiance, and they just had a kid together, Jonah and Jenny, and you kind of see how his lives are intertwined with Clara and Morgan's. And I'm really enjoying this. I'm listening to an audiobook, and it's like my first proper audiobook I'm listening to, and I'm really loving it. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's finish these books. This room and the lighting is literally perfect reading vibes. I'm obsessed. Hey gang, it is considerably later and I have read literally nothing today. I've had such a busy day. I've been doing loads of work. I've been dropping off Vinted parcels, going to the dry cleaners. Like, I've not really had a moment to read today, and one of my goals on my to-do list is literally to finish a book. So I'm gonna have to lock in and finish one of the books I'm reading. I'm about either over or just about 50% in through all of them, so I think it's just going to be see which one we finish. So let's get into some reading now. Hey gang, it's the next day. I know I've done literally no filming. I read nothing yesterday, but I'm currently reading Ghosted while I'm having my breakfast. Also, sorry if I look like a mess, I've just finished my workout. But it's so cute. It's the first time Maddie's called Jonathan like daddy. Like, she knew that, obviously, like, he told her I'm your dad, like they had that whole conversation, but it's the first time she's ever like acknowledged it and called him that, and it's so sweet. And they're at a little convention together for like Brizo, the character he plays, but he's gone all dressed up so no one can tell it's him, and he's gone with her, and it's so sweet. But yeah, that was such a cute moment. I just had to update you. We've got about 30-ish pages left of A Curse So Dark and Lonely, so I'll finish it and then I will update you on my reading and my thoughts. So let's get this book finished. I told myself this morning I was going to wake up and read one chapter of Ghosted, and I literally only have 13% left of this book. We were 50% through yesterday. So I am locking in and I am finishing this, and then it looks like I'll probably be giving you an update on A Curse So Dark and Lonely and Ghosted at the same time. So I'll finish this, do my run and my workout, and then I'll get ready and update you. See you in a minute. Okay gang, I have finished A Curse So Dark and Lonely. Let's talk about my thoughts. I actually don't know what I should say. It's better. I rated this book a 3-star. And I feel like that might be quite confusing because every time like I've talked about this book, I've had such positive like thoughts. I really loved it, and let me say, like, 3-star is not a bad rating. Like, 3-star is, it was a good book, it just wasn't anything amazing. I really enjoyed it, and like I would definitely recommend it. I just found one of the key things, and I know I said this earlier, is that the curse that Prince Ren has needs to be broken by a girl falling in love with him, and he definitely, and that's not like, it's not even a spoiler, he falls in love with Harper and he's like completely obsessed with her. But I didn't see the falling in love, and there was just a switch, and then suddenly he was in love with her, and I was really annoyed. I did not like that. If it had just happened a little bit more naturally, like I would have had more pages for it to fall in love more naturally, I would have given it a higher rating. Also, there was like a plot twist. I called it. I don't know if I had like a screen recording where I like wrote down in my notes. I was like, I called the plot twist, which is like only revealed in the epilogue, and I was like, that's not a big plot twist, like anyone could have seen that coming. And so yeah, that kind of annoyed me that I kind of called the plot twist about 200 pages before it happened. The line took a turn that I didn't think it was going to take, and I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was going to be so much more focused on trying to make a romance and trying to get these two together, but it really didn't. It really took a focus on saving the town, the kingdom of Emberfall. He is the prince of, I think it's called Emberfall, I'm calling it the kingdom of Emberfall, because he's the prince of it. His whole family's been killed, he's the only one left, and while like the castle that he's in is stuck, you know, he keeps living his 18th autumn, the world around him, like the rest of the kingdom, isn't stuck in this curse. And so he didn't realize, well, he did realize, but he didn't know what to do about it for so many years, and how he could help, because people were suffering, they were really suffering. And so like Harper comes, and Harper, Grey and Ren, they all think of these ideas to help save the kingdom and look after the people. And I really loved that part. I didn't think it was gonna be a part, and I really enjoyed that it was. So yeah, I really enjoyed that aspect. If we'd seen a little bit more of that, and if the romance had been a little bit more like natural, not quick, and I say romance, it's really not, it's like a one-sided obsession. And then if the plot twist hadn't been so obvious, I think I would have given higher, but 3 stars just felt like the right rating. If anything, maybe 3.25 star. But yeah, that is the first of our 3 books finished, so very, very happy with that. We can go put it back on my bookshelf. Now also, you remember this morning I woke up and I literally just read 50% of Ghosted and I finished this. So let's talk about my thoughts. I really loved this book. I gave it a 3.75 star. It was so close to being a 4 star. The only problem was like the first 50% I wasn't that invested. But I absolutely loved this book. I loved the characters. The characters were written so well, and their relationship, like all of them, not even just romantic, but just everyone's relationship to everyone was written so well. I really enjoyed it. None of it felt unrealistic. I don't really know how to express my thoughts. I literally just loved it. I loved the Kennedy and Maddie's relationship, also Jonathan and Maddie's relationship. I thought it was perfect. I was obsessed with the kind of reconnection of both the romantic relationship and obviously forming that father-daughter bond. I really loved that. The only slight problem I might have with it was it felt like Kennedy and Jonathan got back together very quickly, bearing in mind they hadn't really spoken in 5 years. And the only time they had it was when Jonathan turned up drunk wanting to see Maddie, and she was like, no way. So I just felt that happened a little bit too quickly, and I was kind of like, girl, Kennedy, you've got to like make him beg, like make him beg, make him grovel. I know he's like sorted his shit out, but like make him grovel. And she didn't, and I just wanted for her, I just wanted her to like have that reassurance. But yeah, I really loved that book. I am actually a Marvel girl myself, or just like a superhero girl in general. Like I'll watch a DC film, so I really enjoyed the kind of breezo element of that and like the comics. But yeah, I really loved that. Because I finished that, it means we only have one book left to read, and that is Regretting You. So let's go finish that and we can finish this vlog. Let's go. Okay, so the final book that we need to finish in this reading vlog is Regretting You. I had been mainly listening to it as an audiobook when I walk, but I do have it downloaded on my Kindle as well, so I think I'm gonna go read it while I have lunch and stuff. I was kind of hoping that the rain would stop before I go for my daily little walk on audiobook, but it really hasn't. I don't think if I show you, you can see it. Like, I don't think you can see the rain. It's such a perfect autumnal day for a walk, so I think I might just go wear a hat and just have a real quick 20-minute one and just hope my makeup doesn't get too smudged. But yeah, let's go for about a 20-minute walk probably. I'm going to try up a new walk because I normally walk like the same place. I have like 2 different ones. I think I'm going to do a different one today. And it's probably about 20 minutes, getting 20 minutes listening of Regretting You. So let's go. I'm actually going to wear a cap, which probably makes no sense, but it keeps the rain off my glasses and my face. So, better equipped for the rain. Let's go. Long time no see. Sorry, it has been a while. I was filming another YouTube video. It won't be out by the time this is out, but and then I haven't realised my mum had ordered Domino's pizza for us because it was just me, my mum and the oldest of my youngest brothers, and we were downstairs and we were watching the newest season of Love is Blind because we are very behind everyone else, and so we've only just started watching that. And I then did pick up my Kindle because I was getting slightly bored because it was like the 5th episode that people were in the pods, and I was like, come on guys, like can we all just meet each other and get engaged, like, you know. And so I picked up Regretting You and I was really flying through it, and then suddenly looked down and I was 90% through it, and I went, no, I need to save this final 10% for the vlog. So I haven't touched that for a bit. I finished filming my book journal video, and so I'm going to have a shower, take off my makeup, give my room a little bit of a clean, and then make sure I've done everything on my to-do list, which is funny done in this Taylor Swift notebook that I love. One of my friends, Amelia, got it for my birthday. I think it's like a jokey thing, but I hadn't used it before. I kind of forgot it existed because I keep a lot of my like notebooks that I don't use on one of the shelves, my bookshelf, but I actually love. So I'm now using it for my to-do list, which I have 4 things left, but I know I'm not going to do one of them, so technically 3. I'm not hoovering my room this late and I can't be bothered. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll transfer it across to tomorrow. But yes, I am going to do all the stuff I just said, and then I will get to reading the final 10% of Regretting You. Then I will give you a review, and then we will have finished this vlog because we will have finished the 3 books that I was in the middle of when I started this. So let's get going. I have 7% left of this book, so let's finish it. Finished reading Regretting You, but I will update you and give you my review tomorrow morning because I'm just too tired to do that now, and I've got to post another YouTube video. So See you guys tomorrow morning. Okay guys, it is the next day. Let's talk about my review of Regretting You. I haven't fully thought about what I'm giving this book, but I think I'm gonna give it a 3.75 stars. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was really good. I did read it a little bit faster than I thought I would because I was trying to read it so me and my mum could go watch the film. But we're actually not gonna have time to watch it this week, unfortunately. But I really enjoyed this, and I feel weird saying that because it's a Colleen Hoover book and I don't like Colleen Hoover, but that's okay. I did really enjoy this book. I loved the storyline, I loved the exploration of the characters, and you know, I love that there was these elements of secrecy and kind of stuff like that. I really enjoyed it. The writing was good. There were just some little things that really did annoy me, so couldn't make this any higher than 3.75 star. I hated, obviously teenagers are going to change after their father and their aunt die, like obviously, like it's such a big traumatic event, but I think Colleen Hoover took Clara's change too far, and I think she could have maybe grieved in a different way, and it really annoyed me. I didn't like how fast Miller and Clara's relationship moved. Same with Jonah and Morgan's. It was so fast. Like, you could have maybe given it a few months. They literally gave it 2 weeks before Jonah and Morgan kissed, which I get is totally fine. Not totally fine, but I understand that they found out, slight spoiler alert, obviously, that their respective partners had been cheating on them with each other. But like, still 2 weeks, no matter how badly they treated you, they're still dead. Like, you know, they were still your husband and your sister. Like, especially for Morgan, I feel like she should have just waited a little bit longer. That kind of annoyed me. Clara and Miller's relationship moved really fast, like maybe 3 weeks ago, and they said I love you. I didn't really like that. And just Clara, she got to like to the point where she was annoyed at her mum, and then she invited Miller over to have sex to annoy her mum. I didn't like that. I didn't like how Miller was just kind of being used by Clara. But yeah, I did really enjoy this book overall, and that was the final book in this reading vlog. So thank you so much for watching this video. We read our 3 books. We read Regretting You, which I gave a 3.75 star, Ghosted, which I also gave a 3.75 star, and then A Curse of Dark and Lonely, which I gave a 3 star. I really enjoyed doing this vlog, so I think next time I'm in like the middle of like maybe 3 books, I might make another one of these soon. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please click on my account, watch some other videos. Currently I have a TBR video and a random number generator to choose how many pages I read up, so please go like those and go watch those, and hopefully see you guys in another video. Love you, bye.